Welcome to the Canton of Bern, the political, economic and touristic heart of Switzerland. Are you curious to find out why we are the center for startups, small and medium-sized enterprises, for high-precision manufacturing, why we are a true medtech hotspot in the world, and why we know how to program software? Find out why.
The Innovation Office team supports researchers, students and clinicians from the University of Bern and the Inselspital to develop their ideas and their research into commercial, impactful innovations or social innovations. We offer advice, we offer connections and funding to really take the project to the next level. In short, we're making ideas fly.
Atanis Biotech is actually in the course of developing and bringing to the market a functional allergy screening test. The development of the technology happened at the University of Bern together with my professor colleagues. We got our exclusive license agreement from the university and finally were able to move out with the support also from the network. So we had also support from the InnoSwiss in the form of a grant to actually support that transition, or also in terms of training, so that we actually knew as scientists what to do, how to build a startup. We were connected to a lot of people by the Innovations Office. We got the opportunity to do pitches, to actually develop our idea, to present it, to get feedback on it, and to have the educated information also from people from the field. But there are also other ecosystems themselves, like Be Advanced, where you can get specific information and training also for people that suddenly have to do not only their specific core technique that they were trained on initially, but also like having to hire employees, build up the entire HR system and everything like that, so that you have connections where you can find the information you basically need and some tricks what you could do also to bootstrap at the beginning, which is quite important.
At Be Advanced, we are offering a broad range of services. For example, founder advice if you want to get to know more about what it is or what it means to found a company. But we also have a strong emphasis on coaching, where you get matched with experienced entrepreneurs or very senior experts in all sorts of fields that help you with a one-to-one sparring so that you can reach your goals. We have an open door policy as well as a no wrong door policy. What I mean is, whatever question you might have or need you might have, you can approach us. And that is as simple as giving us a call, going on our website and register for a first meeting. And once we do that, we get to know you a bit better so that we really can tailor our solutions to your situation. And also, what is very important, we are not just here for Bernese entrepreneurs, but also for international talents. So for example, if international talents are innovating at one of the Bernese universities, we are very happy to help with the translation of this research into a business. And we do that with, for example, sparring partnerships, coachings. We help with networks. We want to make sure that you meet the right people, get the right resources, and that's what we are happy to help with.
Sitem Startup Club was founded in 2020 and the activity started in 2021. We are located in the Insel campus next to Inselspital, Sitem Insel, more than 45 clinics around us. So our aim is to help medtech startups. We have a medtech booster program, which is a 6-month program where we are helping medtech startups on their journey. We are helping startups on early stage and seed stage. And thanks to our partners, we are providing services in regulatory, IP, law, coaching and preparation on their pitching events and more.
So MachineMD is a startup that was founded 4 years ago here in Bern that is active in neuro-ophthalmology with a vision of enhancing the quality of diagnosis for people with brain disease all over the world. So the Sitem Startup Club has helped us in many ways to have a place that it feels like home, where we're really at ease as a startup. The ecosystem, the connections to the other startups to be able to discuss the topics that are complex for a startup in the medtech space. Over the last 2 years, we have grown from a team of 3 to a team of over 20 people. So to be able to move from a couple of rented desks to our first office to now actually covering 2 offices and using a lot of the other installations at the hub has made things very fluid. Many of our bigger investors came to us through the club, and the Bernese ecosystem in itself has helped us a lot. From the Standortförderung Bern, that was actually the first financial contribution external to the company. I would really recommend the Bernese region because it's really the middle of Switzerland, in the sense that once you start to grow, you need to find competences, to find resources, to find people. We have collaborators coming from the EPFL, from Lausanne, Geneva, from the Bio-Alps region. We have people coming from Zurich, also from Basel. It's possible to travel, to commute to Bern before deciding to relocate. And that is really a strong point. You can really attract talents from entire Switzerland to join your company.
At the BFH Entrepreneurship Office, we are combining the innovation strength, the research power, with all sorts of entrepreneurial activities. So on one hand, we will support our researchers in creating their own spin-offs and startups. And on the other hand, we will attract startups from exterior so they can come to the Berner Fachhochschule, the BFH, and we will be able to open doors for them so they have access to research and also to all type of resources, basically. We have more than 30 labs and institutes, and startups, they can actually benefit from having access to those resources so they can come in and they can work in one or more than one of our labs. And they have a close exchange to our professors and scientific staff. A good example is Gaia Tech. They recently became what we call a startup in residence. They have access to the lab where they can actually bring forward their project.
Gaia Tech uses side streams from agriculture, like in our case, olive side streams or coffee side streams, and we extract valuable natural compounds to use them as natural ingredients in foods or cosmetics. Bern offered us many very convenient services. First of all, we got connected to HAFL by Standortförderung Bern, which was a huge step for us. HAFL is the Fachhochschule here in Bern, and they have an excellent Technologiehalle with a lot of equipments which are perfect in the size for our current state. So the ecosystem is really good in Bern. We didn't expect it when coming to Bern that there's so much support for startups. The good thing is that you don't need to know everything because the organizations here, they really help you for the specific questions you have to connect you with specific players. So you are not so lost in the jungle of programs or so. There are a few contact points and they really help you to get out what you need.
Swiss Cluster is a startup. We're a spin-off of BFH and EMPA. And what we do is that we design thin film deposition systems. And what these do is basically do very, very thin coatings on any kind of materials on various applications, from semiconductors to optics to medical. It has a wide variety of applications. The cantons, what they want is to say, do you have an idea? Are you going to be part of the community, of the ecosystem? We'll support you along the way. And maybe not a lot of them pan out, but the ones that they do make it all worth it. And that is really motivating.
Now you've met a couple of our partners, and there are others. Maybe you are part of that story as well. Join us, get in touch with the Canton of Bern.